Okay, are we ready? I don't know. I don't even know how to start. Should I start with I'm pregnant? Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you've already read the title, you know I'm pregnant. I had no idea how to start this video. I was like, do I just come on here and yell, I'm pregnant? It sounds really weird for me to say it out loud. So I don't know if you guys were like expecting a vlog or anything like that. Expect me to be out of breath in this video, okay? But the truth is, I didn't vlog my reaction. I didn't vlog finding out. I didn't do any of that because a lot of you guys know that I have had 2 previous miscarriages, and in all actuality, I've literally been pregnant every month since November. You know, like pregnant November, December, January, miscarried January, pregnant again in February, March, April, miscarried in April, pregnant in May, and thankfully I'm still pregnant now. So I think that's why none of that went on, is because I was just so nervous, like leading up to everything. Like I was just really nervous throughout the entire thing. I'm still nervous. It still feels really weird to talk about and to like share pictures and like show my belly and like all that stuff. I'm just like, I'm super excited and I'm super happy and just like so overjoyed and excited and all that, but still fearful. So I put up a picture. I think we announced it. Girl, does the out of breath thing go away, or does it just like get worse? Because I feel like I can say like 2 sentences and then I'm like, let me take a second. So yeah, I'm just gonna run you guys from the beginning on how I found out, and then Jay's gonna come in a little bit and tell you guys what we're having. We're not gonna, it's nothing crazy. We didn't do some crazy gender reveal. Our doctor told us what we were having and we were like, cool. Very retro gender reveal. Okay, let me look at my picture so I have like a timeline here. On Instagram, I think I said that I was 9 weeks when I found out I was pregnant, but when I look back at my pictures and dates, I was actually 7 weeks when I found out that I was pregnant. And I had no idea because I didn't have a period in between having a miscarriage and conceiving. So that's the main reason that I started to go to acupuncture, was to try to get all my hormones back in working shape and to get a regular cycle happening, because I used an app called Flow that helps you to track your ovulation, that week that you're ovulating, which is usually right after your period or before. I feel like I should know these things, but I feel like I can't remember anything. But it does help you track when you are ovulating. So it is a really good app. I've been using it for a while. And when I originally posted the vlog of me talking about having my miscarriages, that me sitting there talking to you, I was actually pregnant and I had no idea. When I went to my first acupuncture appointment, I was actually pregnant and I had no idea. The first pregnancy test that I took, again, was on May 29th. And I took it because I put on perfume and I was like, bleh. And I was like, okay, that's really strange because I'm a perfume wearer. I've worn it my whole life. And when I put it on, I was like, oh, I feel sick. I literally had to change my shirt. So the only pregnancy test that I had in my bathroom was a first response early detection pregnancy test. So I took that, and as you can see, there are 2 lines happening on that test, right? Am I correct? 2 lines. And I was like, wait a damn minute. So I was like all shook. That line, the first line, as you can see, is super, super light. And all my pregnancy tests that I had taken before that were positive that I took with the 2 lines, that first line was super solid, like the second line. So I was like, maybe I just have like HCG left over and it's just like picking up on it. So I got dressed, went to the store, and I bought a clear blue digital and I took it, and as you can see, that one says not pregnant. So I was like, okay, cool, not pregnant. Let's go party. So a few weeks go by. I think I've gone to acupuncture 2 times. Mind you, I'm pregnant this entire time and I'm just like, where's my period? Like, where is it at? It's been 7 weeks. What's happening? Where are you? Because my first one, my period came back within like literally 4 weeks, and I was able to track ovulation and got pregnant again pretty fast after that one. So after I took that one, May 29th, what, 2-3 weeks go by and I'm fine. Like, I'm feeling good. I don't really feel nauseous. And then all of a sudden I smell something again and I'm like, what is that? Like my sense was on like level 1000. And the next morning I knew in my head, I was like, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test when I wake up in the morning, because you know they tell you to take it in the morning. That's the best time to take it. So I have the clear blue test that I have when I bought the other ones a couple weeks ago. So I get up in the morning, I take my test, I put it on the ground, I start brushing my teeth, whatever. I leave, I forget about it, I come back expecting to see that it says not pregnant, and it says pregnant. And I'm like, I don't even pick it up off the floor yet. I'm like, I literally like get down on my hands and knees and I'm like crawling over to the test and like looking over it. I like pick up the test and I'm just like this for like a solid 10 minutes in the bathroom. Like I'm shaking this thing around like it's a magic 8-ball and it's gonna tell me something different. No girl, it was telling me pregnant. Once you get a positive pregnancy test, especially on like one of these clear blues, there's no reason really for you to take any more unless, you know, you wanna take the second one just to be sure. This is how many I took to tell me that I was pregnant. Like I was just in such disbelief that this is how many I took. I was literally taking one like every single day. Like maybe something's wrong. Maybe it's gonna pop up not pregnant, but it just kept saying pregnant, 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 pregnant. And I was like, okay, all right, we're not gonna get excited. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna take a breath. So the day that I found that out was June 19th. Now on my previous 2 pregnancies, literally only a month went by before I miscarried. Like I think I found out the first time December 2nd and I miscarried January 2nd. Second time, I think I found out February 21st and I miscarried April 21st. Like it was legit 4 weeks apart both times. So this time I didn't even call my OB and I was like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see if I get past this 4-week mark before I call, make an appointment, because I don't want to go through that. I don't want to call and do all this stuff and go and then, you know, just be sad and disappointed. Both of my previous ones, the first one, I didn't even make it to my first OB appointment. The second one, I miscarried after my first appointment, never got an ultrasound, never did anything like that. So this one, I was just like, I'm waiting. I'm not doing it. So July 19th rolls around. I'm like counting down the days. I'm like, okay, July. I'm like, okay, something, we're just gonna pray. We're just gonna think positive and we're gonna pray. So then another 2 weeks goes by. July 19th comes and goes. I take a test, it says pregnant, and I'm like, all right, let me call my OB, let me make an appointment, let me see what's going on, all that good stuff. So I call, make the appointment, and the lady's like, you know, when was your last period? That's how they know how far along you kind of are. And I'm like, you know, I didn't have one, I miscarried, and I never got it back until I conceived this time. She was like, all right, she's like, well, what makes you think you're pregnant? And I'm like, I just have a lot of nauseousness, a lot of dry heaving. I never threw up. I just had a lot of like stuff like that. And I was like, you know, I'm like, my breasts are very tender, and there was something else. I just think like smells were weird. She's like, all right, she's like, you might be a little bit farther along than you think. She's like, so let's go ahead and get you in tomorrow. I think my appointment was like 2 days after I called. I think I called on a Monday and I was in on a Wednesday to get like a vaginal ultrasound for pregnancy confirmation. So I'm super nervous to go in for the transvaginal ultrasound because when I miscarried the second time, I was bleeding. I had to go in, they did the ultrasound, and the lady was just dead quiet. That was an instant giveaway, you know, that something was wrong. She didn't turn the screen towards me or anything, but when I got up to get dressed, I could see that there was like, it was like literally like this big inside my uterus. So I was like, okay, it's happening again. So it was the same room, same location. So I just had like, I was very anxious when I was going. And mind you, you have to go through all this alone because COVID is still happening. So you can't bring your partner with you or anything like that. So I'm here by myself, anxious, nervous. So I go in to have the ultrasound done and I'm like almost having a panic attack. I'm like this, I'm super, super anxious. And the lady's like, it's gonna be fine, sweetie. She's like, calm down. It was a different lady. And she's like, everything's gonna be okay. She's like, it's not gonna hurt. I'm like, it's not that. And I'm like, I'm fine. So she's like, all right. Within 1 second of the ultrasound happening, the lady like whips the screen towards me and she's like, baby. And like, I wasn't even looking at the screen is here. And like, I'm like this and she's like, baby. And like, girl, when I tell you my head jerked so fast over to the screen and I just saw like this little life form on the ultrasound, I was just like, ah! Like I could cry like right now when I think about it. But I'm not, because I just did my makeup. Okay, let's get it together. But it was instantly crying. She's like, let me get you a tissue. She's like, we don't even need to do the vaginal ultrasound. She's like, this baby looks large in here. She's like, so she took that out and she's like, we'll just do, you know, like the belly ultrasound. So pulls it up, puts the little gel on, boop, there's baby again. She's like, baby is big. She's like, you're almost 12 weeks along. I think when I got the ultrasound, I was like 11 weeks and 3 days or something like that. And I was just like, shook. Like I don't even remember a lot of what she said. I was just like looking at baby. She's like, heartbeat looks strong, because I'm just like, I'm crying the whole time she's doing the ultrasound. So she's like, congratulations. She's like, you can get dressed. She's like, and you'll meet, you know, with one of the nurses. So I'm like, all right. I'm so excited. I get dressed and I go into the other room, and I'm sitting there like this, and I rip my earring out. That's the day. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was just so excited. I was just like, wee, rip my earring out. The nurse is like, you know, everything looks really great. She's like, we'll see you back in a week to do your 12-week ultrasound. So here's my 11-week ultrasound with little teeny tiny baby. How big are they when they're like 11 weeks? Like the size of like a blueberry or something like that. And then my 12-week ultrasound, we feel very grateful for, because Jeremy was actually there with me. They started letting partners come, and he was able to see baby on screen and hear baby's heartbeat, which is really nice, because we went back for my 16-week update and they were like, oh, no more people are allowed to come. So we were like, yay. How fun for us. So we do know the gender of the baby. The reason that we know is because I had a lot of blood work done, just to see if anything was, you know, wrong. They give you the option. You can do the blood test or you cannot do the blood test, and I really wanted to know because of my age and all that. But all of our blood tests have come back great so far. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think six different tests run. And when you do those blood tests, they're able to tell you the gender of the baby if you're having a boy or a girl. And then at my 20-week ultrasound, they'll do the anatomy scan and really verify it. But I feel that it is what it is. I've felt it before we even knew what it was. So I'm gonna go get Jay, and I'm gonna have him tell you what we're having.
A few moments later.
Holy
All the tests I
oh
took.
my god. Wow! I have allergies so freaking bad.
Do you need a second?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't take a second.
My nose is running, my eyes are freaking running, my eyes itch.
He's got allergies.
Bad. All day.
Poor Bevo Lottie.
What are we telling them?
We're telling them what we're having.
For dinner?
No. Poor Beeves. And these lights aren't gonna make it easier on you.
My eyes are like closed.
We had a baby. It's a
boy.
It's a boy.
A little baby germ.
Yeah, we're having
future NBA player.
something along those lines.
The future good person.
Yeah, future good person.
Yeah. But
what?
it's a boy.
It is a boy. And that's what I thought it was gonna be the whole time. Thought it was gonna be a boy. And then, like I said, we took the blood tests, and we were like waiting and waiting, and then we were like looking at them, and it was like all the negative results, and we didn't realize that like baby gender was gonna be like in the mix. I thought we were just gonna like open up our like lab results and it was gonna be like boy. No, it was just like in the mix with everything.
Fetus is a boy.
Yeah.
In the fine print.
So we're like looking, it's like looking together, and we're like, nothing. And then I kept scrolling and I could see it and said gender male. So I saw it first and I was like, I know what it is. And he's like, what is it? I'm like, it's a boy.
Yeah. I knew it. I called it. I knew it. What's his name?
We're not telling the name.
Oh, I know it.
Well, of course you know it. Or I'll tell you after baby is here.
After the baby's here?
Yeah, like when we introduce baby to world.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. But it's a good name.
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah. You want to tell them anything else? How you feeling? I told them that I didn't really
I'm excited.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You told me you didn't have what?
Any like morning sick. I wasn't like throwing up or anything, just dry heaving a lot. What?
I was actually throwing up by dry heave all the time.
It was all the time.
Yeah. I think that's morning sickness.
But it was all day. It wasn't.
Yeah. Random. Watching a TV show.
And I only
weird.
wanted to eat like mac and cheese, like blue box mac and cheese, or like mashed potatoes. That was like what I wanted.
Cut to the meme.
What?
This box of macaroni and cheese feeds a family of 4. Beeves out here.
Eating the whole box of mac and cheese. He would have to make 2 because he'd want some, and I'd be like, well, good. I could really eat some of it right now. Don't we have some out there? Yeah.
The closer I get, this light is burning my eyeballs.
I know.
Turn the camera on. Show them it's big as Beeves'
it's
head.
the sun.
It's as big as that thing behind us.
It's the sun. That's bigger than that.
Did you show them all these tests?
Oh, I showed them.
Oh my god. Wow.
How many I took.
That's crazy.
I know. It's totally unnecessary to take all these tests.
Yeah. What are they, 99% sure?
Yeah. I was not 99% sure though.
Right?
Every day I was like, really? Are we sure? Are we sure?
Crazy.
Crazy.
Not expecting it.
No. Whole time I'm going to acupuncture to get pregnant. I'm pregnant going there. So after I go back to like 2 treatments, I come in and I'm like, I'm pregnant. And she's like, what?
Well, that worked.
Yeah. And I was like, I continued to do acupuncture every week until recently, only because it's just getting like, I'm not so comfortable laying on my back anymore. I'm currently almost 19 weeks. For me, I'm like just not comfortable laying. So I like to, and at acupuncture, you're literally laying on your back flat for like 45 minutes. So
I bet she does it sideways or something, you know?
if I asked her to,
Yeah.
probably.
Laying on your side.
Yeah, because I feel like the acupuncture, even though I was like dry heaving, thank God I wasn't like throwing up, and I feel like acupuncture like had to do with it, and maybe it had to do with like a lot, like baby hanging out.
Yeah.
But he's hanging out.
And he's here.
He's in there.
You done with me?
People have been asking me if I've been having like any weird cravings or anything like that, and the answer is no. For me, it's just like more smells. Like I haven't been able to wear perfume the entire time because it's just like super overpowering, and my taste buds are kind of coming back to normal. I just put a video up this morning trying to drink coffee for the first time in 4.5 months, and it wasn't happening for me. It still just tastes a little funky. So no weird cravings or anything. Nauseousness has subsided, even though this morning I was on the brink of throwing up, I felt like, but I've never thrown up yet. Knock on wood. Bless you. Humming helps a lot. So whenever I feel like super nauseous and you know like your mouth is like super watery and all that, like I feel like humming helped keep everything where it was supposed to be kept. And this room is going to be baby's room, the makeup room. So we got a lot of work to do because there's so much stuff in here, and it's gonna go to the back. And we will show the process of turning this into a nursery. And now that we're like out in the open and you guys know, I will start vlogging updates and all that stuff. I go for my 20-week anatomy ultrasound on the 20th. And I think they'll let me film because, again, Jay's not allowed to go to the appointment, which sucks, let's be honest. I haven't bought one thing for baby either yet. Nothing. Zero. Zip. I haven't bought like any maternity clothes or anything. I've just been wearing like stretchy clothes like this. So yeah, I think that is it for me and my 95 pregnancy tests. Bless you. Said, oh my God, my poor man. So that is it for me, I think. You guys got like the gist of it, how far along I am. We're having a boy. We feel very grateful. And yeah, just thanks for all the sweet words and congratulations. And it's cool. So happy, so blessed. And it's still weird to say, like, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't have anything else to tell you guys except I love you, and I will see you super soon in a new video. Bye guys.